94 years. The good Lord has blessed me with 94 years on this earth. I've lived through a depression, watched 2 wars unfold on the evening news, saw a man walk on the moon, and lived long enough to carry a phone that talks back to you. And in all that time, I've seen a whole lot of foolishness, especially when it comes to what people put in their bodies. My name is Eleanor, and every doctor who ever told me to fear eggs or meat or fat, well, most of them are long gone now. Every single one. They come in with their fancy degrees and their new pills, and they tell you to eat this and not to eat that. And half of it is just nonsense, paid for by some company trying to sell you something in a box. I'm here to tell you the truth, the real truth, the kind of truth that gets passed down from your great-grandmother, not from some commercial on the television. It ain't about magic powders or expensive diets. It's about the food that comes from the earth, the food God gave us. And I've got 7 of them that I've been eating my whole life. 7 foods that are the reason I'm still sitting here talking to you today. Now the first one. This is the one they love to argue about. Coffee. Yes, Lord, a good strong cup of black coffee. I've had one every single morning since I was about 17 years old. They tell you it's going to give you a heart attack, make you nervous. Child, please. What's going to give you a heart attack is worrying about every little thing. That coffee wakes up your brain. It's full of what they call them antioxidants. It's a message to your body that it's time to get up and live. The good Lord wouldn't have made it smell so good if He didn't want you to drink it. Just drink it black. Don't go putting all that sugar and that chemical creamer in it. That's the devil's work. Number 2, God's candy. Berries. Any kind you can get your hands on. Blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. When I was a girl, we picked them right off the bushes behind the house. Now I get them from the store. But I eat a handful every single day. They're sweet, but they don't have that fast, nervous sugar that rots you from the inside. They're full of polyphenols. That's a fancy word for the color. And just like my mama used to say, the medicine is in the color. It protects the fruit, and it'll protect you too. Keeps the inflammation down. Now number 3, fatty fish. Salmon if you have it, sardines if you don't, the oily kind. We didn't grow up with fancy food. Nobody talked about omega anything. We just ate what was there. When I was younger, sardines were cheap. We kept them in the pantry for days when there wasn't much else. My husband used to wrinkle his nose and say, "Smells like hard times." But we ate them anyway. And you know something? Those were some of the clearest years of my life. Your brain is made of fat, not sugar, not powders, fat, and it needs the right kind to keep working. That oil feeds your thoughts, keeps your memory sharp, keeps the sadness from settling in too deep. They warn you about mercury now. They warn you about everything. But nobody warns you about waking up one morning and not recognizing the people you love. I've watched friends lose their memory before their bodies gave out. That scared me more than any can of fish ever could. So I kept eating it a few times a week, sometimes more. Simple, plain, no fuss. I'll take my chances with the fish. Now number 4, eggs. The whole egg, yolk and all. For years and years they scared people away from them, told us the yolk would clog our hearts, said it was dangerous. I remember women separating whites at the kitchen table, throwing the best part away. Perfect food, straight into the trash. That never made sense to me. The yolk is where life begins. That's where the strength lives. That's where the brain food is. Choline, vitamins, everything a body needs to start the day. I had a doctor once, younger than my children, who told me to stop eating eggs. I smiled, went home, fried 2 the next morning. I've eaten eggs most of my life, 2 at a time, sometimes 3. Slow mornings, no rush. And here I am. If eggs were so dangerous, I wouldn't be sitting here at 94, talking to you with a clear mind and steady hands. They weren't afraid of eggs back then. They were afraid of nature doing its job. Number 5. This one makes people nervous. Red meat. Good, grass-fed red meat. The kind that comes from a cow that actually walked around in the sun. Your body needs what's in that meat. Iron, B12, carnitine. You feel weak, you feel tired. It ain't because you're old. It's because you're afraid of real food. A cow is just a machine for turning grass and sunshine into strength. It's that simple. Number 6, fermented foods. We didn't call it that. We called it sauerkraut, pickles, buttermilk, food that's alive. Your gut is like a garden. If the soil is bad, nothing grows right. These foods put the good life back in. A happy gut is a happy life. Remember that. Number 7. Now this is my little secret. Raw cacao. Not candy, not that sugary junk. The real bitter stuff. The kind that tastes like dirt and magic. 1 spoonful in my coffee most mornings. It wakes up your brain, gives you a little fire. At my age, that matters. Ah yes, I almost forgot. There's one more little habit I've kept for years. Every morning, on an empty stomach, before I touch my coffee or breakfast, I take 1 spoonful of a simple paste. Nothing fancy, nothing from a pharmacy. Dried fruits, prunes, raisins, apricots, a handful of nuts, all ground together and mixed with real, natural honey. That's it. I take 1 spoonful, drink half a glass of warm water, and wait about 30 minutes before I eat. It keeps things moving the way they should, keeps my strength steady, keeps my mornings clear. Simple food, taken slow, the old way. Now listen to me carefully. It ain't just the food. The food is the fuel, but the engine, that's your spirit. I've seen people eat perfectly and still wither away. And I've seen others live on simple food and outlast everyone. You need something to wake up for, people you care about, something that still makes you curious, something that makes tomorrow matter. You can eat all the right things, but if your heart is full of bitterness, your body will follow. I learned that the hard way. Life will hurt you. It will disappoint you. It will take people you love. But you don't harden. You don't close yourself off. You forgive when you can. You laugh when it feels foolish. You sit quietly and watch the sun go down like it's the first time you've ever seen it. That does something to a person. That keeps you alive in ways no food ever could. So yes, eat real food. Take care of your body. But don't forget your soul. That's what really keeps you here. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's about time for my coffee.